their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
General West.
On 1st down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And with a penalty flag down, they'll finally get him down. And now this becomes a very important call.
Yeah, baby.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, what? Slam, slam, slam. Out, out, out. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Now they try the right side here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal, we got a seal, we got a seal. You. Check, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go, here we go. Henry. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. 22, check, cover. Check 22, check, cover. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Hey, seam 6.
Lg taking the snap at 1. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
8, read. 61, matchbox, lights. Kill. He's coming. Look, squeeze. Check nickel. Hey, exit. Check 55 to mine. Look at me, zipper. I'm trying to collect.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let him know. Hard. Switch. Yeah. Smith. 55, Mike 55. Hey. Mike 55. Rock it. 55.
From the gun, it's Lg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now. Hey. High 7. Get it.
Lg looks to throw it again. Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Watch the out. Mike 9.
Throwing on 1st down is Lg. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming. Fair. Buzz.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lg. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
To throw on third down. Fields going for Metcalf on the... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, orbit. Check. Check safety, check safety. Hit it.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. I got you.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. handoff looking right. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 21-0 our score after one. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They come out here in the eye. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 99, 25, check 25, check 25, check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Kill. Squeeze. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 13. Check over.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion with just shy of the marker. Block now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Come get some. He don't want it. Big edge. Hey, check 24. Now.
Block off of play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Brown.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Watch the slant. Check. Crunch. Curve and orbit. Crunch. Hey. You got to run it.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to look deep for more.
He's not going to get
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch the edge. Slam, slam, slam. Pilot, 64, weak. Go, go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
It's south, baby. That's baby south. Hey, Alpha. 55.
Here's Lg to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On play action, Lg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Mike 5-5. Yo, 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 go, go. Don't get nervous. Go. 55. Check, 55, Mike. We got to get the ball. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Echo. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it,
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten. You draw corkers. Back, back, back. Mike 55, Mike 55. Yep. Hey, eat. Hey, we got to get this stuff. Look at me. Zipper. 55 to Mike. Hey, wahoo. 55 to Mike. Let's go. Yes, yes. We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 55. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Lg. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On the set. Rotate. Spell. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check. Check out route. Hush, hush. Nine to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike 9. Mike 9. Bang out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Why? Get wide. Look at it. 36. Slam. That's it. No. I got motion. Jack Rabbit.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
61, matchbox right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Locke now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. 57 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense. Hey!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Coming after you. Nine the mic. Watch the screen. Echo.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. Get the flag. Get the 15. Check my 15. I got it. Go. Let it go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Block. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Let's get it. Smooth. Hey, alert 3. Now.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Hey, high 7. Watch out. Time to go, night. 55's Mike. Fire.
Locke now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Now.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Fields. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 76 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Five. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go attack it.
To throw it is Lg. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Hey, serve it. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Gotta do better. Get it.
Throwing his Lg on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. With it is Brown. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Come off the ball. Come on. Check three. 80 weapon. Go.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Swipe, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Lg. It's It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Go! Hey, Sam off! Hey, Delta! Go!
Looking to throw again on second down. Lg. And he completes it to Cohen. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 Nova. 10 to West. Go.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go. Look at me. Go.
On first down, Lg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Switch. Shift. Hey, Echo. 49, check 49.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, we got to seal. Yeah. We don't want none.
Mike 9. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
61, matchbox, hit it.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Bravo.
All right, D, let's all right, D. Mike 9.
Hey.
Bang Hill.
You ain't ready.
Now on second and 13. Lg. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Ready? 8, read. Rush in. Hey, Foxtrot. Take 4. Yep. Hey, seam 6.
On third down, Lg. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, let's get there. Safe.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check. Squeeze. Watch that. Shoot.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Looks right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Protein spill. Look, squeeze. Hey, high 7. Hard. Check safety. Check safety.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They've put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check 24, check 24.
SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Shift.
Now a handoff looking right.
I got you, boy.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bring it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, we got to seal.
Target. Check.
Now they try the right side here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All day. Short. Mike 9. Bang Hill.
You ain't got nothing.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, zoom. Check 13. Check 13. Get it.
Block going to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Begin. Hey, 24, check 24.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40.
That's it, baby. We don't want.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins,